Just watching the Topher Project. I'll leave a link to his episode, the Topher Project, episode 253 in the description. He's right. Government censorship pretty much leads to not being able to say no. Pretty much leads to, okay, if I can't say no, and if I can't voice my opinion because it may offend you, then why do you want to resort to violence? Sounds like a silly argument, yeah? Let's break that down. And then after this, go watch the Topher Project. He breaks it down probably better than I can. You can't say what you want to say in fear of offending people who want government to step in with laws preventing you from saying what needs to be said. And if you refuse to back down because you know you're well within your rights to say it, they will resort to violence. It always ends that way. You stand up for your rights, your constitutional rights as an Australian, to the police. They will resort to violence. If you refuse to pay a bill long enough, a sheriff will come round and they resort to violence by taking your stuff, your belongings that you paid for. It's violence against you. It's theft. It's theft with threat of violence if you do not allow them to steal your stuff. See how that works? We have got to a place where we are worshipping government as if it is God. Government is not God. Government is supposed to work for us, not rule over us. We are not meant to fear government. Government is meant to fear the people. Not in a fearful way, but in a fear based on, if we don't do the right thing by the people will come after us and throw us out of our jobs. Not resort to violence, sack them. Unless they commit treason against the people, then there needs to be consequences and accountability. It's a privilege to serve, not a right. It is a right to be served by those who you offer that privilege to. If they don't want to do the job in a manner that is fair and just and lawful and in favour of the people, then they do not deserve that privilege. See how everything's upside down and backwards? Abiding by all their laws to stay out of prison is not freedom. You may as well be doing time anyway, because you are doing time. You're just doing time in your own home without an anklet. Without an ankle monitor. Think about it. Are you free to do whatever you like in your own home so long as you hurt nobody else? No. Are you free to grow a couple of dope plants for yourself? No. But you can go to the doctor and get a certificate and buy it from the chemist. But that's not dope. Not really. That's not the God's herb. That's the devil's lettuce. It's messed around with. It's genetically modified and grown hydroponically. It's not naturally grown from the original seed. You see how they've manipulated everything? They have manipulated everything, taken control of everything, including your own personal private life. When are you going to grow a spine and stand up for yourself, for your rights, your constitutionally protected God-given rights? The Constitution is there to protect your God-given rights. You are meant to be above the Constitution, and the Constitution is meant to be above the government. And the government is not allowed to change anything without express permission from us in a referendum. That's how a Commonwealth Constitution, a constitutional Commonwealth, is meant to run. That's how it is. That's the law. That's the way it is. It's the way it's meant to be. Oh, God. Each of their own, I suppose. I think you like my mailbox. I got a mailbox made out of an engine block with a post with an Edelbrock air filter top on top for the mail to go in, and I've got sunflowers growing out of, seedlings growing up out of the engine block. Anyway, the point is, until you stand up and pick up your authority and wield it, use your authority, our authority, the people's authority, the way it's supposed to be, the walls are just going to keep closing in. The doors are just going to keep getting slammed in your face and locked until you're stuck in your own little box, unable to do a damn thing. See, it started off with all the gun control shit. It started off with the Firearms Safety Act because of whatever happened in 1996 that we're meant to believe, which is unbelievable. Sorry, but it's unbelievable. It can't be believed. Anyone of my age with half a brain knows that shit it's just not possible. It can't be believed. It's a very, very bad lie. Now, it started off with that. And then they started closing off areas. Then they made it harder and harder to find areas where you could go hunting and shooting, where you could procure protein, clean, unmessed with protein, meat that has not been fed with strange, messed about with, genetically modified food, not full of hormones, not full of steroids, just organic meat. Now all of our forestry areas are getting filled up with pine. Nothing lives in pine, but it's fast growing and it grows nice straight trunks, so it's good for timber. Well, why do they care about that when it all gets chipped and sent to China and sent back as crappy flat packed and stacked furniture? It's absolute rubbish. It's garbage. It's garbage furniture. It's shit. It's this shit. It's rubbish. It's all connected. It's all by design. It's all to trick you into being cattle. We're just human cattle. It's to trick you into feeding the system. The system isn't there to serve you. The system is there to serve itself. It's a self-serving system. And the only pockets it's filling and the only lives it's making better are the people that run it. The grubberment. The scummy grubberment. Oh, they're doing it for all Australians. Yeah, they're doing it for you, just like when you go out and you put Roundup on the weeds. You're doing it for the weeds. Yeah, to get rid of them, to poison them. For control, weed control. Do you get it? The government is there to control us. That's all they're doing, just like Roundup is there to control the weeds. It always ends in violence. Everything you do, every time you stand up for yourself now, it results in violence. And people are afraid of violence. Don't be afraid of violence. That's how we got in this mess. Don't be afraid to go to court. The court is yours, not theirs. We initiated the courts to make sure that the law is being upheld in a manner that's fair and just and to balance the scales of justice. They're our courts. Don't be afraid of court. Enact the law. The law doesn't wear blue shirts and green high-vis vests. That's a people group, okay? That's a gang. That's a gang of people that are indoctrinated to think that they are the law. No, they're not the law. The law is a social contract of right and wrong that's enacted in the court of law. Okay? So, yeah. If you can't say what you want, or what needs to be said, it will always come back to you in the form of violence. We need to stop this bloody rubbish. We need to stop this garbage. If we don't stop this garbage, your kids aren't going to be able to. They won't know how. They're too busy going and getting indoctrinated in them stupid places they call school.